One 11-year-old girl visited every record label. She carried a demo tape with her. Every single label rejected her. Nobody believed in her dream. Kids at school also made her feel alone. But she refused to give up. Years later, she became a global superstar. Her name is Taylor Swift. How did a rejected girl become one of the biggest artists ever? Let's discover her incredible true story. Taylor Swift was born on December 13, 1989. She was born in West Reading, Pennsylvania. Her family lived on a Christmas tree farm. Young Taylor loved music from an early age. She sang karaoke around her small town. At age 11, she sang the national anthem. She performed at a professional basketball game. Around this time she learned to play guitar. A computer repairman taught her a few simple chords. She practiced those chords again and again. Soon she wrote her very first song. Music quickly became her greatest passion. But making it in music was not easy. At school she often felt like an outsider. Other kids did not always understand her. At age 11, Taylor traveled to Nashville. She brought a demo tape of her singing. She visited record label after record label. Every single one rejected her demo tape. She felt disappointed, but she did not quit. She decided to focus on writing songs herself. She wanted to write about her own life. At age 14, her family made a big decision. They moved to Tennessee to support her dream. This move meant leaving behind their old life. In Nashville, Taylor kept working hard. She performed at small local venues. She continued writing songs about real experiences. Soon, a record label offered her a deal. But there was a problem. The label wanted to control her music completely. They would not let her write her own songs. At only 15 years old, Taylor said no. This was a very brave decision for a teenager. She wanted full control over her own art. Soon after, she performed at a small cafe. A record executive named Scott Borchetta was there. He loved her honest, personal songwriting style. He signed her to his new record label. Finally, Taylor's dream was becoming real. In 2006, she released her first album. The album was simply called Taylor Swift. Fans connected with her honest lyrics. Her music crossed over from country to pop. Songs like Love Story became huge hits. Her popularity kept growing year after year. She released album after successful album. Each one showed a different side of her artistry. Then in 2019, a new challenge appeared. Her old record label sold her music. She no longer owned her own original songs. This felt deeply unfair to her. Most artists would have accepted this quietly. But Taylor made a bold decision instead. She decided to re-record her own albums. She called these new versions Taylor's version. Fans supported her decision enthusiastically. This bold move inspired many other artists. In 2023, she launched a massive world tour. The Eras Tour became one of the highest-earning tours ever. This was one of her biggest achievements. She proved that owning your own work matters deeply. Taylor Swift became one of the most successful musicians alive. She writes almost all of her own songs. She has reinvented her music style many times. Through every rejection, she kept believing in herself. A girl once rejected by every record label became one of the most powerful artists in history. Taylor Swift teaches us something important. Rejection is not proof that you are wrong. Sometimes it means you need a different path. If this story inspired you like this video, share it with someone chasing their own big dream. And subscribe for more true stories like this one.